Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now you gotta tell me about this. So Love and Law.
Oh yeah.
So come on now. I remember growing up listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. My father blasting Earth, Wind, and Fire records on a daily. And to think now, I'm like 1 degree of separation. I'll never play with Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'll never have a chance to. Well, never say never. You never say never
Never
to
say
work.
never.
Never say never to work with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Because I could have said never.
There you go. So, how surreal is that to be able to not only like play, like with all these awesome people, but now you're playing on the record.
Yeah, I was part of a writing session, and the song got picked up by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I played on the album as well. But fast forward to last year, so that was a recording session.
Right.
2010, I think the album came out.
Right.
Fast forward to last year, Juneteenth, I did a show at the Hollywood Bowl. I was part of the first all black orchestra to play the Hollywood Bowl for Juneteenth last year. And one of the featured artists, well, they were the featured artist, was Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So now you're playing on the record and now you're performing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because when you're doing the record, a lot of times
you're not in the same room as them.
You don't even get to see the people. And it's
but
I had
met them. I've met them since 2006. Sure. I've met them first. I think it was in Denver. I first saw them perform. No, actually, yeah, it was in Denver, and then it was Hollywood Bowl when we moved in LA 2008. Mm-hmm. So throughout the years, I've met them. Verdine, we say hi to him. We say hi to all the guys. And then when they found out that song that they picked, that I was part of it, it was just like full circle with them.
I know that a lot of times these things take time. So from the time of the writing session for writing Love and Law, from the time that you in the studio writing to the record actually coming out and you finding out that it actually made the record, how long was that period?
So from that writing session, we got 2 songs picked up. One of them was Jill Scott. She was the first one to pick a song for that session. I'm trying to remember the song. I can't remember the name of the song. And then fast forward maybe 2 years, Earth, Wind, and Fire picked up that song.
It took a while.
Yeah.
They picked up the song, and then the album for it to actually be released, was that around a year or 2 years?
Yeah, it was about a year or 2. First of all, I had never done a writing session before.
And do you know who you're writing for in the time?
No.
Because it's just a writing session.
No, it was just a writing session, so we had no clue.
Right.
So I had never done a writing session like that before, so I didn't know what to expect.
What was different about it?
No, I had never done one.
Oh, you had never done a writing session with strangers? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't know what to expect. So an hour or 2 into the session, that's when I started understanding what it was.
Right.
And that's when I started a song and created something from scratch.
Right.
And then that's when the producer, he was like, "Oh, that's nice of you to show up."
Really?
Yeah, because I started getting it at that point. And that song ended up being the Jill Scott one. That's the one she picked up.
Could I say that you were probably trying to stay in your lane?
Yeah, I was kind of being safe because I didn't know what,
Sure.
Again, it was a producer that I really admired.
Right.
Jared Hudson. And so he saw, the way we met, he saw me perform with, I can't remember, but he saw me in the club performing. And then he's like, "Yo, I want you to come and write. Let's do it. I want you to come in studio."
Right.
That's what he said. So he was, kind of vague with the whole thing. So I was like, okay. So I came back home. I told Desi, "Yeah, it didn't go well. Yeah, didn't go well." She's like, And then next thing you know, 2 songs got picked up. She's like, "You see, I told you."
But how long did it take for you to know that, maybe I did a good thing? So that was a year before you found out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So you have to let that go.
Yeah.
You have to let it go,
but
right?
I didn't.
Right. So you literally held on to that for a while going, I got to redeem myself in some way.
Exactly.
You did.
Yeah.
And you did.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, it's super inspiring, as a fellow Montrealer. Like we said, we worked in a bunch of places at the same places, wanting to be in the industry. I'm wondering, at what point were you like, oh my God, this is my life. I've made it.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Was there a moment?
No, I never say I made it, but I do. Again, we're driving down, Sunset Boulevard. I look up at the Hollywood sign. I'm like, babe, we live in LA.
This is our home.
This is our home.
That's
I literally do it at least once a month.
Good.
Living my dream, man.
Yeah. When people say, living the dream, I literally say, yes, I'm living the dream.
I thought this was your dream.
Yes, right. No, I mean, but there's this kind of dream, like when you're young and you're watching all of these bands on TV and they're all on like the Hollywood Strip and Sunset Boulevard. And as a musician, you're going, that's where I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And you did it.
Yeah.
You made that happen.
And again, it's manifesting it. You just have to manifest it.
Trying.
It works. I use it in all aspects of my life.